Ladies and gentlemen, we are live at Auto Club Speedway for the 5150 2013 Cup Series. Right now, you're watching our racers practice around the track. We are having some technical difficulties with our ticker, but I will continue to work on it and I will let you enjoy the action. Once again, I will be back with you shortly here, trying to work on these technical difficulties. We have plenty of time. Our qualifying doesn't start for another 15 to 17 minutes. And we're still trying to address the situation. The SDK website seems to be having issues. Not sure what's going on. Right now we're watching. We're going to pull the results this way here. Pretty ugly, but it's functional. So Brian Samara currently a quick time at 40.45, followed by Hunter Church for Frank. And the rest as follows. We're going to leave up this border here just so we can see who's who. Once again, I will be back here shortly. We're looking at 10 drivers signed in right now. We're getting down to the nitty-gritty here in this season. There's only a few races left, I believe. Right now, Brian Samara's had a hell of a season so far. And he's looking to have a good shot at today, as he is about nearly 2/10 faster than the field. We'll see if anybody's got anything for him. There's a man to watch for right there, Franklin. Franklin corners. Always a man not to mess with out there on the track. Frank likes this speedway here. We're here in Fontana, California. Another one to watch for those. We're in 11. Oh, never mind. She's not going to make the race, actually. I saw that GoDaddy car, and I thought it was her. Ethan Halsey running the GoDaddy scheme in honor of his teammate, Brianna, who's having some power issues. Isn't going to make the race today. Again, I am trying to address our technical difficulties. Back short. I'm still here. Give me a few more minutes here. I'm hoping to be able to figure this out. We don't have to use the Sim Race Labs, my old timing system. Pretty ugly. Nothing's changed here on the leaderboard. Still sitting with Brian Samara on top, followed by Terpstra, Warner, Halsey, Ricketts, Poplin, and Tremblay. Looks like Bad Fast Bobby Hadaway has signed in. Hadaway will be our, 11th drivers right now? 11 drivers. Bobby Hadaway in the 52 car has made it. Great to see Bobby out here. Got about 10 minutes remaining here in practice. Hop right into qualifying, followed by the races. Things aren't looking good for our ticker, folks. SDK Gaming website is just total junk. Loading super slow. Can't log in. No help. Fortunately, I was trying to update the software. The computer was having issues. I had to reboot while it was trying to update. Files corrupted. I'm trying to re-download it. It's not working. Speaking of the devil, bump and run. Jesse Becker has signed in to be our 12th driver. Jesse Becker trying to chase down Brian Samara for that point. Be great to see Jesse send. Oh, well, and you know what? Speaking of that, there was a lot of trash talk going on earlier between Jesse Becker and Brian Samara. I wouldn't be surprised to see a little bit of retaliation out there on the track. Brian Samara had some not so kind words for Jesse. Jesse didn't appreciate it. I believe there was a threat to wreck one another out on the track. So we're going to see what happens. Hopefully these two can kind of cool their attitudes, but you never know with them, especially with Jesse Becker involved. I mean, Jesse's behind you. You better stare in that rearview mirror because you're probably going to go for a ride. I'm going to continue to try to fix this timing issue here. So again, I'm going to let you enjoy practice. I'll leave this overlay up, even though it's ugly. I will be back shortly. And you just watched the 21 car of Hunter Terpstra go for a spin. Hunter Terpstra's in the Hutchinson Motorsports 21 Steelers car. It'd be great to see Hunter run good here. He's been all over, though. He's wrecked a few times. Hunter comes from Nova Scotia, though, so give him a little bit of slack. We're lucky he understands us. You know, I say it every week. It's just crazy to me that this man is in a race car. Lives in an igloo up in Nova Scotia, Canada. Not sure how the... oh, and Brian Samara throws a slider in there. What a save. Fortunately, camera swapped over to the Bad Fast 160.
What's up, Jason?
Hang on, I could have swore I turned off.
Hey, Bobby. How you doing, buddy? Pretty good, man. I hope you are.
There we go. Let's get that off. Our driver radio. We don't want to hear that. They've got a lot to say throughout the broadcast, and I'm sure you'd rather hear my voice. Looks like the 91 car of Nicholas Hartung has signed in. He's also in a Hutchinson Motorsports powered machine. We got two Hutchinson Motorsports cars out there today. Nico making his debut here in this league with the 2013 Cup cars. I remember Nico from the Super Speedway series snagged his first NASCAR win just about a week and a half ago. Let's see if he can make it out on the track here, get some laps in for qualifying. Still has not. I'm going to continue trying to fix this issue, the overlay, so enjoy the action. Actually. Aaron Poplin just got out on the track. He's sitting in the 4 spot right now. Aaron Poplin, his teammate to points leader Brian Samara, drives for Team BCI. BCI's been bad fast lately. They've been tough to beat. I'm not sure if anybody's up for the job to take them down, but we'll just have to wait and see, you know. We're going to have a 55-lap shootout here around Fontana Speedway. You might know it as also known as Auto Club. Once again, I will be back shortly. And we're trying to get some software downloaded, so you might see it come up here shortly. Might show up on my other monitor, though. I have no clue. But in the meantime, we're watching Franklin Warner. Franklin Warner sitting in the 2 spot, just ran his quick time of the evening at a 40.56. Frank Warner is real competition for Brian Samara. That number 9 Mountain Dew car powered by Team EFR. EFR team includes Franklin Warner, team owner Ethan Halsey. There's also Jesse Becker with Team E, and the 9 car goes for a ride. That car is junk, folks. Frank Warner just figured it out, and he's going to have to go to a backup, unfortunately. We're going to switch back over here to Brian Samara in the meantime. Give me 1 minute here. I'm going to try to fix this overlay issue. This is the problem with it's not working. Trying to download this, and this happens. It just sits there. So, not sure how the timing's going to look here today, folks. It might not be pretty. I'm not sure if I even have time to swap over to my race labs. Let's see here, folks. Oh, looks like Brian Samara says I'm quiet. Give me 1 minute here. We will try and work on that. Thanks for the heads up. Yeah, for some reason... Alright, that should be much louder. For some reason, it keeps changing my audio settings here. My microphone went from 71 to about 40. So hopefully that's much better. My bar looks to be moving a lot faster, so... Alright, we're going to check that out. Once again, give me 1 moment. The SDK is not going to work out for us tonight, folks. Give me a little bit here. Trying to work on a few things here, folks. Let's see if I can whip something up here last minute. Looks like our practice time's about to end here in the next 30 seconds or so. There's Nicholas Hartung. Just made it out on the track right when practice is ending, so he's going to get about maybe 1 lap of practice in. No, not even. He can get about a half a lap of practice. Not going to help him much, so he's just going to have to go in cold. Not sure how this qualifying is going to look, but we'll find out, folks. You can only find out in 1 spot. That's here, Hutchinson Motorsports TV. Uh-oh. Hang on, folks. Okay, working on this here. You know, it's really unfortunate SDK will not work for us. I do pay a monthly price for that service, and it is junk. I'm also having issues with some other sites right now, so kind of curious if some hosts might be down. I don't know. There's no telling, folks. But we're going to leave this up here. We got our qualifying results right here, and we're live here with Nicholas Hartung. We're going to watch him. Don't judge him too bad here, folks. He has not made any practice laps. He's rocking that Budweiser 91 car from Hutchinson Motorsports. He's been on a real tear lately, having success in the Dirt League as well as the Super Speedway Series. Yep, SDK is not going to work for sure. Now, am I going to be able to figure this one out? Probably not. Everything is just junk today, folks. This is awesome. It's just great, you know? It's great when stuff doesn't work. Really messes up the entire broadcast here. Fortunately, I'm trying to share my other monitor. I don't even know what's going on. I'm going to see if I can figure it out here. Probably not. But you never know until you try. Great. Race lab. Oh, wow. This is awesome. Sim racing apps here. Apparently is not going to work either. This is just great. This is awesome, ladies and gentlemen. Hutchinson Motorsports just pulling all the stops today. Wish I could say it was my fault, but honestly, it's not. Just nothing's working. Not a fan. Can't say I'm a fan here. I wouldn't recommend either service, especially SDK Gaming. You know, you pay a monthly price of, I don't know, it's probably about $10 a month. And in return, you get a bunch of junk that doesn't work. It's awesome. So right now, looking at the leaderboard here, qualifying, Frank Warner's sitting at quick time with a 40.564. Just beat out our points leader, Brian Samara. Samara in the 2 spot, followed by Hunter Terpstra, Ethan Halsey, BCI teammate Aaron Poplin, Jason Ricketts, bump and run Jesse Becker, followed by Bobby Hadaway, Adam Pierce, Cody Curran, and Nicholas Hartung failed to make a lap. I believe he spun it on his qualifying run. Unfortunate. And there's Cody Curran. Cody Curran just junked it, folks. The 34 car. Again, apologies for these technical difficulties. It really drags down the broadcast, trying to multitask. And everything's just failing. Okay, we're going to try this one more time, folks. Okay, we might be onto something here. I might be able to whip up a Sim Race Labs ugly stream here. Give me one moment. Oh, it's looking good, folks. Can Blake do it? He's only got, what do we got? Oh, we got about 5 minutes. Oh, yeah. I'll get it done, folks. Don't you worry. I will whip something up. It won't be the prettiest of broadcasts, but it's going to be great. Going to be one of the best of the year, honestly. Not going to lie. We're here at Auto Club Speedway here in Fontana, California. Frank Warner sitting on quick time. Your pole sitter. We're watching the Bad Fast 165 car, Mark Tremblay out of Canada. Mark Tremblay with the Gatorade sponsor. He started the year unsponsored. Finally found a sponsor after weeks of running. He's still looking for that first win. Still looking for his first top 5 as well. But I think he can do it. He's really been figuring it out lately. And again, give me one moment here. I'm digging through some of these overlays. I'm going to have to manually do it. Okay, there's one. almost there. We're working on it. All right, folks, you're going to see the overlay here. Swap over here shortly. Okay, looky there. Hutchinson Motorsports coming through. We have done it, folks. I've whipped it up just in the nick of time. I am the man up here. We stop at nothing. We stop at nothing to get things done here at Hutchinson Motorsports, folks. We've got a working overlay. It's beautiful. Everything's fantastic. We're here at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California for the 5150 2013 Cup Series. Boy, it feels great. It feels great to come through in crunch time, you know. On the track, I can get it done. Off the track, I can get it done. I'm up here in the booth. We got the Hutchinson Motorsports cameras. Ladies and gentlemen, what a crunch time move. Coming from Blake Hutchinson, your broadcaster. Oh, man. Woo. Okay, boys. I'm tired after that, but the show must go on. So I got my little selector here. I'm going to have to remember how to do this. You know, I've been using SDK for the last 3 weeks or so. It's just a little different. So let's test some of this out, folks. We're going to go to our eyes in the sky, the Hutchinson Motorsports Chopper Cam. Hang on, folks. There's nobody on the track, so I can't. So we're just going to have to sit here and wait. We will be waiting. Qualifying's got about 2 minutes left. 2 minutes. And a shout out to all our fans out there. Put in the chat where you're watching from. We'd love to hear from you. To the millions at home, across the world, here on Hutchinson Motorsports TV, we are broadcasted from sea to shining sea and beyond. We have viewers all over the world right now. Live via the internet. Just incredible that our reach goes that far, you know? We just go across the world. I mean, this is a big deal. We're here. I mean, we're in the 5150 Racing League. What gets better than this? We're in the next gen off season, folks. That means we're running the 2013 Cup cars. We're here at Auto Club Speedway. This is our third to last race, I want to say. Could be wrong there. And Brian Samara, looks like he's actually viewing the broadcast from his driver's seat, folks. That is dedication. He is chatting from the driver's seat. In the chat, talk with our points leader, Brian Samara, the 53 car, folks. You got something to say to him, put it in the chat. He's going to read it because he's there. Cody Kern's also watching from the driver's seat. It's great to see Cody out there. I wish we would have had some time for some interviews like usual. Unfortunately, you know, it just didn't work out. And looking at the leaderboards, how about Jesse Becker in the 7th spot? Jesse Becker not looking good here. Auto Club must be one of his not as great tracks, you know. Seems like he's way off the pace. He's basically done. We got Hunter Terpstra from Nova Scotia in the chat. Watching from his igloo. On the track, actually, folks. I forgot he's actually on the track. Just incredible. You know, this guy just, he learned English just in time. He's made it to the broadcast. It's great to have you out here. And how about that Frank Warner telling Brian Samara he is not in the pole? Frank Warner talking a little trash. He told Brian that he's watching from the outside of the front row. Our pole sitter Frank Warner ran 0.06 seconds faster than Brian Samara. So we're about to get gridded up there. Looks like our pace car has spawned. Pace car is ready to go. Give me one moment here. I'm going to mess with a couple things. Make sure we're good to go. All right, that'll work. Little trash talk here from our drivers. Now, boys, put the phones away during the race. No texting and driving out here. So we're going to switch over here. We're going to be in the car here. Frank Warner, our pole sitter. We're going to hop on our Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view here shortly. We're watching him, folks. There he is, your pole sitter, Frank Warner, trying to turn things around. Last couple weeks haven't been typical for him. Normally, Frank Warner's always up there, running for a win. He's ready to find victory lane, though. It's been kind of a cold spell for him, but he always runs great here at Auto Club Speedway. Pace car's taking off. Frank Warner kind of stalling. Oh, what happened there, folks? I think he disappeared for a second. He's back. There he is. Franklin Warner in the EFR number 9 car, Mountain Dew sponsored, ready to go. Ran a quick time. He's looking great today, folks. A few spots behind him, though, is his teammate and car owner, Ethan Halsey, in the 61 GoDaddy car. Ethan Halsey, a little tribute to Brianna Lavin, who couldn't make it today due to the snowstorms up in the Northeast. Let's hop over to Ethan Halsey there in the 61 spot, or 61 car, sorry about that. Starting second row outside. To his inside, though, the 21 car from Hutchinson Motorsports, Hunter Terpstra. You know what? Let's see if my standings board works here, folks. Hang on. Throwback, is it working? Yes, it is. There it is, ladies and gentlemen, the Hutchinson Motorsports standings view. So in the standings view, we got on the pole, out of New York, Frank Warner. In the 2 spot, from the Carolinas, Brian Samara. Sitting in the 3rd spot, all the way from Nova Scotia, Canada, in the 21 car from Hutchinson Motorsports, Hunter Terpstra. Second row outside, Ethan Halsey from New York, team owner of Team EFR. In the 5 spot, we got Aaron Poplin. Aaron Poplin's with Team BCI. His teammate, Brian Samara, trying to make another win happen here. Sitting in the 6th spot, the 00, Jason Ricketts, who showed some serious speed lately. And, folks, we are green. The green flag's out here at Fontana at the Auto Club Speedway. Frank Warner takes off with a great start. We're watching Hunter Terpstra, though. Terpstra with a little bit of momentum there. He's hanging with Warner. We're going to zoom out a little bit more so we can see the field. Let's switch over here. Stay on our leader. Well, iRacing thinks Brian Samara's the leader, but he's not, folks, because it's the 9 car Frank Warner. What does Terpstra have for Warner? Who's going to burn up their tires? Looks like Terpstra's throwing her in there. He is not conserving tires. He does not care. He just wants that lead. Terpstra's going to the inside, looking for some momentum. Can he get it? No, he can't. Frank Warner holds him off. Zoom out a little bit more. You know what, folks? I think it's time to go up even higher in the sky to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. There's our blimp, folks. We bought the Goodyear blimp. Once again, you've heard it time and time again. We cut no corners here at Hutchinson Motorsports. Brian Samara is falling in a line there in the 3rd spot. Ethan Halsey not far behind in the 5 spot, but how about the 00, Jason Ricketts hanging with the lead pack? The top 5 are all single file. You could throw a blanket over most of them. Frank Warner currently with a 0.2 second lead about. The top 5 are all within about a half second of each other. We're going to go up. We're going to go drop back in the field just a little bit to the Bad Fast 52 car, Bobby Hadaway. Here's Bobby Hadaway. Still no sponsor. He's been looking for sponsorship. Folks, if you got deep pockets or you own a business, contact Bobby Hadaway. He's rocking the Arial font, the black 52 car. Let's move back up. Let's see what Jesse Becker's doing. Bump and run, Jesse Becker. Becker right now sitting in the 6th spot. Started 7th. So not much movement yet. Jesse's just hanging back, conserving some tires, it appears. Jesse Becker driving for Team EFR. Right behind him is the BCI driver, Aaron Poplin. Aaron Poplin's had a pretty good run here lately in the series. We're going to see what Aaron Poplin can do for these guys. Now let's go back in the field just a little bit to the 34 car, Cody Curran. Cody Curran's a new driver here. He just joined. This is actually his first race in this car. Pretty sure he hasn't really hit the track either. But we're watching Bobby Curran right now. Looks like Nicholas Hartung did not make the race, actually. Nicholas Hartung is not out on the track. So we're going to hop back up here. We're going to check out the 5 car of Taylor Litzenberger. We're watching Litzenberger. Litzenberger currently sitting in the... what position is he in? In 8th, I want to say? No, he's in 10th. He's sitting in the top 10 right now, hanging back. Move back up in the field a little bit, see what our leaders are doing. And don't look now, Brian Samara going to the inside. Samara's going for the lead, and he's going to take it. The 53 car, your points leader, Brian Samara, back in the lead, ladies and gentlemen. Running that low side. Frank Warner, see if he's going to take the momentum up high. He's got a little bit of help from his teammate Ethan Halsey. Is the draft going to be enough here? Fontana, is the Fontana draft enough? It's not. Samara shuts the door, but Halsey drops down low. Warner nowhere to go, has to fall on the line. Halsey's going to run that low line. Can Halsey overtake the lead from Brian Samara to the inside? He's got the momentum. We're going to see who gets it coming out. Halsey going in hard. He's looking good right now. Halsey drifting up the track. Samara's going to hang on briefly. Going into turn 3, I think Samara's got it. Yep, Samara's going to hang on to that lead. And it looks like the 00 of Ricketts has overcome the 3rd position. Frank Warner is dropping back a bit. Here's Frank Warner. Frank Warner's going to drop back here to 5th position, it appears. Looks like Hunter Terpstra is going to have the momentum to take away 4th. But it's a long race here, folks. We are on lap 7 of 55. We only have one fast repair for our racers. Not sure what the stage ending is. We'll see. Let's hop back to our leader here. Brian Samara. We're going to go in car in the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. Live with Brian Samara. Get your notepads out, folks. Take notes. This is how you drive a race car. Nobody does it better. He's up right against the wall, folks. Out of that throttle. I wonder if he's dragging the brake a bit. I don't know. Can't tell. But boy, he letting her eat. It is sliding. And how about Ethan Halsey to the inside? Halsey going for the lead. He's going to get it at the line. Ethan Halsey with the lead at the line. He's going to get a bonus point for that, folks. Ricketts is going to maybe get some momentum here. Maybe the beneficiary of this side-by-side action for the lead. Samara's back to the inside, though. He's not waiting long. He wants that lead back. He's going to get some serious momentum here. We got the top 4 all single file behind one another. Who's going to make that move for the lead? We're sitting with Ethan Halsey up front right now. Halsey's been in a little bit of a spell lately. Hasn't had a win in a while, and he's looking great so far. He would love to bring home a checkered flag for Team EFR. And how about the 3rd position? Jason Ricketts hanging on in front of Hunter Terpstra. We got a little side-by-side action, though, for 3rd. Let's drop back, see what's going on. Ricketts on the inside. Terpstra on the outside. Who's going to hold the position? Ricketts seems to have the momentum right now. He does. He's going to come up the track just a little bit. You know, this is just a great track. You got 2 fast lines right now. And Ricketts is going to fall on the line. Give Terpstra the 3rd position in the Hutchinson Motorsports 21 car, folks. We're about to find out soon who's saving tires and who's not. We're about to be on lap 10, and that's when tires start junking. Looks like the 21's going to lose some momentum. He's going to lose a couple spots there. I think Frank Warner's going to overcome the 21 car. Yeah, but it looks like Terpstra got on the wall a little bit or something. Looks like he's got some damage on the side. We don't appreciate the damage there, buddy. We got to work on that this week. And don't look now. Bump and run. Jesse Becker out of nowhere. Squeezing in. He's sitting in the 6th spot right now, but looking for a top 5 run. And it looks like he's going to take it. Terpstra's kind of all over. That car is not right now, folks. A little bit bent on the side. Definitely has lost some power, it appears. We're going to go back up front here. And it appears Cody Curran is headed to the pits. He has wrecked. Cody Curran did wreck. Lost it going into a corner. We didn't see the action. If STK overlay would have been working, I could rewind to the wreck. But unfortunately, it doesn't work because it's junk. Speaking of junk, the 34 car of Cody Curran is junk. He has junked it, folks. He's in the pits right now. They're working on the car. He's going to try to get back out there, see if he can make some laps. We're going to find out. Ethan Halsey, though, hanging on to the lead still. Kind of checking out, honestly. Ethan Halsey with a solid 3/10 lead. Running that high side. He's really liking it, folks. This is the greatest we've seen Halsey here in the last month or two. In full form right now. Really giving Brian Samara the business. Nice and smooth. Hopefully he's saving them tires for this long run here. Our drivers probably have about, I'm just guessing, 3 sets of tires to navigate through. But there's no telling. Right now, looking at our leaderboard, Jesse Becker sitting in the 5th position right now. Looks like Hunter Terpstra has lost a lot of ground here. Hunter Terpstra dropping like a rock, folks. He is looking for a caution. He needs a caution bad, folks. That car is junk. Sitting in the 7th position. And we're going to go back up front here. See what our leaders are doing. It currently thinks Frank Warner's our leader, but I assure you he's not. There's our leader, Ethan Halsey, in the 61 car. We're going to hop on board here in the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view with Ethan Halsey in the 61 GoDaddy car, using Brianna Lavin's sponsor, as Lavin couldn't make it to the track today, sitting at home with no power. Hopefully she's able to view. The important thing is to be able to view this race. You know, your power will come back eventually, Brianna, but this race will not. You're going to wish you saw this live, whether you got no power or not. And how about Ethan Halsey moving down the track a little bit? Running low there, heads up high, going in the corner. You can definitely see his tires kind of fading out. That car's getting a little swirly, but he's hanging on to her pretty good. We're going to zoom out to the Hutchinson Motorsports TV cam. Go to the TV3 here. TV3, you can see just how big of a lead Ethan Halsey's kind of worked up here. And how about that font for Ethan Halsey? Is that Arial font? You know, I've always known Ethan Halsey loves his Arial font. I didn't think he'd be rocking it today, folks. I don't know here. I'm going to try and see. I'm going to reload my trading paints just to make sure. Just to make sure there's not a change. Is Halsey's paint going to change? No, folks. He's running a junk font. That is one ugly font, Ethan. I think that's Arial. That's basically Arial. That's EFR Arial font. In the 61 car, GoDaddy, Ethan Halsey. Halsey sitting at a half a second lead here. Keeps increasing lap by lap. Halsey is the fastest car on the track. But how about Frank Warner, though? Frank Warner is reeling in Brian Samara. That EFR-powered 9 car. Looking bad fast. Honestly, he might have something for Halsey here. If Frank Warner can keep it up. But you know, Frank Warner's nickname is Steady Hands Frank, and we're going to find out why with the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. We're on board with Franklin Warner. Look how steady he is with that wheel, folks. Running that low line. Looks like Samara's putting it on to Halsey. Halsey's tires are kind of fading pretty quick. And it looks like Samara lost a lot of momentum there. And to the inside goes Frank Warner. Steady hands Frank. Waves a hand out the window. Says, later, nerd. Taking over second place. We're looking at Team EFR 1-2 right now. Frank Warner's bad fast right now. I would not be surprised if he overcomes the lead. Halsey's a sitting duck right now with Frank Warner coming. We're going to zoom out. If Warner can clear up, and he does, he clears Samara. He's got a full track to work with. Can he run down Ethan Halsey? Halsey's sitting at about a half-second lead. But you're going to see Frank Warner reeling him in quick. Look at that, folks. He gained about a quarter of a second there in about a quarter of a lap. Let's see if he can get the momentum here coming out. And he's gonna, folks. He might overcome him this lap. Frank Warner the inside. He's bad fast. Halsey's got nothing for him. Frank Warner, he's going to make a clean pass and get a lap-led point bonus. That's right. In this series, you do get a bonus point for leading the lap. And speaking of which, it looks like Brian Samara's going to head to the inside, try to overcome second. Halsey's dropping, folks. The tires are fading. Halsey's used them up, but he's hanging on to second. In the meantime, Frank Warner leads the lap. We're looking at the 9, but Halsey's not done, folks. He's kind of gaining a run here. But he's got nothing for Warner. Warner's going to check out. Samara's going to go to the inside. Probably going to end up around Halsey. In the meantime, though, Samara's going to be padding that lead. Sitting at about 4/10 right now. Samara's going to have to try to go back to the inside. Halsey's setting a great pick for Warner right now. Really slowing down Samara. Samara throws her in there, though. Throws it down, and he slides up the track. Blows by Ethan Halsey. Samara wants that lead back, folks. But Halsey goes back to the inside. He's not done. In the meantime, though, the third EFR car, Jesse Becker, sneaking into the scene here. Becker looked like a total clown in practice, but don't look now. Bumping around Jesse Becker. Going to the outside, looking for that third position. Jesse Becker looked like a joker out there during practice. But he's bad fast now. Don't laugh at him anymore, folks. Heading to the inside. Halsey's got nothing for him. Becker's going to blow by him, take that third position. Car owner Ethan Halsey can't be too angry about that, though. He loves to see his teammates being bad fast. So we're going to hop back up front here to Frank Warner. Frank Warner sitting at nearly a second lead. He is checking out, folks. 9/10 of a second out the line ahead. We're here. What lap are we on? There we go. We're on lap 20. Lap 20 out of 55. I'm assuming this stage should be ending soon here, folks. I'm guessing the end of this lap, maybe? I could be wrong. A big shout out to Andrew Martz in the chat. It'd be great to see you out here on the track, Andrew. But it's good to have you in the chat. Andrew Martz, Hutchinson Motorsports driver. Couldn't make it here today at Auto Club Speedway. Typically, he's bad fast out here in these tracks. Really a force to be reckoned with out here. But Frank Warner is losing pace quick here to Samara. Samara has knocked off about 0.2 of a second that lap. But Becker's to the outside of Samara. Becker's... Oh, we got a caution. That's the end of the stage, folks. Your stage end. We got Frank Warner is your stage winner. Brian Samara in the 2 spot, followed by Jesse Becker, Ethan Halsey, and the 00 of Jason Ricketts. And Andrew March, just like me, couldn't afford Auto Club Speedway this week. The only reason we're live on air is thanks to a generous donation from Franklin Warner. Franklin Warner wanted the show to go on, so I'm up here in the booth. This is for you, Frank, and I can see why he wanted the broadcast on, folks. He knew he was going to be bad fast here. He wanted you all to see at home how fast he is. And thanks to his generous donation, we're watching him win stage 1 here. Fastest car on the track. Frank Warner, who's got anything for him? Jesse Becker's looking good on these long runs, though. Becker started 7th, worked his way all the way up to 2nd. And I tell you what, if that stage would have been another 5 laps or so, I think we'd have been looking at Jesse Becker taking home that checkered flag. We're going to watch our drivers go down pit road here. Our pit lane cam. Which one are we going to watch? Yeah, we're going to watch this one first. We're just waiting. Any moment here, our drivers are going to be coming down the pits to get 4 fresh Goodyears. For now, we call them Goodyears, folks, but, you know, we bought out the Goodyear blimp. Next year, we might be calling them 4 fresh Hutchinsons. We might buy out Goodyear. That's right, folks. We might get in the tire game. We're in the broadcasting game. We got a race team. We own blimps. We own choppers. We got 400 cameras installed around the track here. We might want to start selling tires, folks. It's a good business to be in. But we'll just see what happens. We're still waiting on our cars. I think I hear them. They're going to be coming down pit road here. Here they come, the 9 car, followed by the 97 car. We're watching them all. Did anybody want to stay out? We got no cars out on the track. Oh, wait, never mind. We do have one out on the track. Not sure who it is. In the meantime, we're going to watch the end of pit lane here. Is that Mark Tremblay? That's Mark Tremblay out on the track, folks. Mark Tremblay, let's see what he's doing. Oh, I think he got the lucky dog. Yeah, he's taking his lucky dog. He's going to get his lap back, then he's going to come into the pits. So coming in, Frank Warner looking smooth. Right side goes up. He's barely ahead of the BCI car right behind him, Brian Samara. Looks like, though, he should be able to come out of first here. Oh, I don't know. There comes Jesse Becker. At the line, it's going to be Frank Warner in the lead. What a close run. You know, thankfully, Frank Warner getting the pole works out for him. Since Frank Warner won the pole position, he got that last stall on pit road. And due to that, he's going to still be your race leader, folks. Whew, what a clutch stop from his boys on pit road. Frank Warner, your race leader right now. So not much has changed. I mean, I'm pretty sure Frank Warner beat out Becker on pit road. I could be wrong. We'll see. My timing does show Frank Warner in the lead right now. But I don't know. Jesse Becker might be your new leader. Becker doesn't appear to want to give up the spot, so he's just going to take it. He's going to say, no, Frank, I think I beat you on pit road. I don't care what the timing says. I'm your new race leader, and you can deal with it. Yep, Becker's just going to take the lead over. He doesn't care. Simply doesn't care. Incredible. Jesse Becker just steals the spot. What a dirty move. Bump and run Jesse Becker. He just doesn't care, folks. We watched him. We watched him there. Frank Warner got totally screwed by NASCAR. What a terrible call. Definitely beat Jesse Becker out on pit road, but Becker says, I'm actually the race leader, folks. Deal with it. And we're choosing our lanes. Looks like bump and run. Jesse Becker is going to choose the outside lane, which is going to put Frank Warner to the inside there on the front row. And we got Ethan Halsey there on the inside. So we got 3 FR cars in our top 2 rows. Halsey, Warner, and bump and run Jesse Becker. So Jesse Becker, your new race leader, totally screwed over his teammate of Frank Warner. Just stole it from him. But I mean, I tell you what, this man simply does not care. Just doesn't care. And I am not sure what happened there. Brian Samara dropped back to 6th there. Not a good pit stop for Samara in the 53 car. And folks, it just came in from our reporter on pit road, BCI Industries. Brian Samara has just fired the Lugnut Man. Yep, he is. The Lugnut Man is leaving the track right now, folks. Brian Samara has fired him mid-race. He is not happy. Boy, he just had some choice words for him on the radio. Brian Samara, very angry. You know, he's one of the nicest guys in the world, but if you make him mad, I tell you what, you don't want to mess with him. And the Lugnut Man made him mad, you know. He just couldn't do his job. When you can't do your job, you get fired. And it happened. But can Samara make up some ground here? Samara's got some work to do. And how about that start by Jesse Becker? Cheater start, jumps to start. He doesn't care. He just leaves him early, says later. This man has no regard for the rules. Steals the lead from pit road. Jumps the start. But he's your new race leader. The 97 car, bump and run. Jesse Becker from the Carolinas. Boy, he drives like a man from Carolina. He can wheel it. And how about Jason Ricketts in the 00 car? Sitting in the 2 spot right now. Jason Ricketts is bad fast. But we all know it's all about how you do in these long runs. Anybody can be fast for 5 or 10 laps. But who's going to save those tires while maintaining speed? We're on lap 25 of 50. We got 30 to go here, folks. We're going to drop back in the field a little bit. We're going to go on board with the Bad Fast 165 car, Mark Tremblay from Canada. Mark Tremblay's really established himself in this league. Really turned into a fan favorite. Always exciting to watch. Look at him slide through the corner, turning that wheel sharp. He is burning up them tires, folks. You know he's eating up them tires, I promise you. Bad Fast 165, Mark Tremblay. Let's watch him burn him up again, folks. He's going to throw her in there. Here comes a slider from Tremblay. There you go. Slider Tremblay. What a move. Making the pass. Gets a little sideways coming out, but he loses the position. The 83 gets back around him. Let's go back up front here. Let's see what the 52 car is doing. 52 car. Brian Samara. I'm not impressed, Brian. I am not impressed, my friend. You do not look too fast out there right now. Samara's sitting in the 5th position, about 2.5 seconds. Just got blown by from the 5 car. Litzenberger says later, loser. I don't know how you're the points leader. Blows by him. Samara to the inside of the 5 car. Can Samara overcome him? Take back the 5th position. No, he can't. Litzenberger says, see ya, loser. Litzenberger is going to blow by him, and we're going to drop back to the front. Here's the 9 car. Frank Warner. Frank Warner right now sitting in the... What is that? Oh, Frank Warner's dropped back to 7th here. Not sure what happened. Must have missed it. But it's a long run here. Frank Warner can overcome it, I'm sure. Let's see what Ethan Halsey's doing. The 61 car. The GoDaddy Ariel Font 61 car. Ethan Halsey sitting in the 2nd position. He must have overcome the 00 of Ricketts. Halsey's kind of checking out from Ricketts there. His teammate, though, Jesse Becker, is way ahead of the field. About 8/10 lead. We're going to go up in the sky to the Hutchinson Motorsports blimp. Look at that camera work up in the sky in the blimp. We hire the best of the best. And you know, folks, there's not many operators out there that can operate a blimp. But Hutchinson Motorsports found one. And we got him up there. We got a camera up there. We are watching this grand race live. Boy, I tell you what, this race can rival the Daytona 500 with this presentation we put on here at Hutchinson Motorsports. We cut no corners. We dot all of our I's, cross all the T's, and we get the job done here. So let's switch it up here. We're going to go to the roll bar. Brian Samara in the 53 BCI car. Brian Samara, roll bar cam. We got that thing equipped with a dozen cameras, folks. You can see Samara's hands live. Samara, see his RPMs. They hit about 9,000 going in the corner. Samara's trying to gain some momentum there on the 21 car of Hunter Terpstra from Nova Scotia. He is way faster than him. Looks like Samara should be able to get around him. Look at that run he gets. Gets right up to the bumper. Drops to the inside. Should get the momentum to get around him. Now let's switch it up here to our dynamic TV. And the Terpstra throws a slider to the inside. Terpstra saves it. What a slider. Terpstra thought he was on a dirt track there, but he wasn't. Woo. Let's hop back over here. Let's switch it up here. Who's somebody we haven't been talking much about? How about the 63 BCI car of Aaron Poplin? Aaron Poplin's had a quiet day, just kind of hanging around. But you know what? Last week he did the same thing, was hanging around all week. And out of nowhere, he grabbed a win. We're going to go back up front here to bump and run Jesse Becker. Fan favorite, Jesse Becker. And we're going to have a little shout out here for one of our fans. Shout out to Gibson, one of the biggest fans of the series. Watches every race. He's a big Jesse Becker fan. Gibson's going to be turning 10 this month. Big Jesse Becker fan. He'd love an autograph from the 97 car of Bump and Run Jesse Becker. There he is, his favorite driver, wheeling it around the track. Bad fast. Burning them tires up. He doesn't care. He's got a big lead. Jesse Becker, 2.5 second lead. Checking out from the field. We're going to have to go up to the blimp to maybe see these other drivers from Jesse Becker's. Oh, we still can't see them, folks. You know, the next thing, Hutchinson Motorsports might launch a satellite just so we can see all of our drivers when we're following Jesse Becker, because nobody can keep up with him. We can't see the drivers at all, folks. We need binoculars to find where the other drivers are. Is Becker running out there in practice? Is he by himself? Yep, it looks like he's out there on a track all by himself, folks. Nobody around. He's just cruising. We're going to hop on board. Hutchinson Motorsports, cockpit view. We're going to see how Jesse Becker navigates this track. This is the fastest way to run this track, folks. It's clear as day. However Jesse runs it, that's what you need to be doing. He's all the way up against the wall there. Slides her through the corner, throwing sliders. Gonna cross the start finish there. Boy, I tell you what, you know what, we're gonna swap over. We actually got a right rear suspension cam. Look at that. Look how close to the wall he gets, folks. It might not look so close right there, but that's actually a live view. Look at this. He's right up against the wall. Our camera's scraping the wall. Jesse, be easy on the equipment, buddy. You better not knock that camera off. I will come after you. We will send your team an invoice. Team EFR will get an invoice. I promise you, folks. These are not cheap cameras here at Hutchinson Motorsports. Let's go to the right rear suspension, actually. Look at this. Right up against the wall. And finally, we see those other drivers there. Jesse Becker's just laughing right now. I can see him in the car. He's just driving around laughing. He's just out for a Sunday drive. Boy, this is just... It doesn't get any easier than this for Jesse Becker. He's going to move down the track a little bit. He's just cruising, folks. I promise you. Right now, he's probably holding the wheel like a grandma. You know, 2 hands on the very top of the wheel. He's just driving. He's on the interstate. He's got her cruise control on. Big lead. And we got a caution, folks. We got a big caution. Not sure what happened here. Let's go up in the sky. Oh, hang on. We'll go to the... No, we'll go to the blimp. All right, let's go up. Hunter Terpstra crashed it, of course. Terpstra's always junking our cars here at Hutchinson Motorsports. Here it is. Terpstra tries to throw a slider on the 63 car. It doesn't work. Tries to block. Uh-oh. Uh-oh! And Frank Warner barely avoids it. The 5 of Litzenberger barely avoids it. Terpstra he just choked, folks. He just choked. Thankfully, he didn't hit the wall. Did a little donut there. Did a little donut. Saved it off the wall at least. He'll come in, get some fresh tires. He'll be good to go. We're going to go back live. All right, that should be live. Yes, it is. We are live. Jesse Becker lost his humongous lead. He was probably going to lap the field there. If we would have finished out that race, he would have definitely lapped the field. Ryan Samara can finally wave at Jesse Becker because he couldn't see him before. Give him a wave, Brian. Jesse can finally see your car. And it looks like the field's going to be coming into the pits here. Let's switch over to our Hutchinson Motorsports pit lane view. Now, who's staying out there? Is that... Looks like a blue car. It's not Litzenberger, is it? It might be, folks. Yes, it's Litzenberger. Oh, but he's getting a wave around. He is the lucky dog, going to get his lap back here. So we're going to see who beats it all, beats him here in pit road. Samara's the first one parked there. Samara should be in good position here. We'll see, though. Becker's pretty far back. The left side goes up. Yep, Samara's not going to be able to win this race off pit road. And Jesse Becker says, later, losers. I'm taking my lead back over. Ooh, the second spot was close. Not sure who took second spot there. Not sure who got at the line between Halsey and Samara. And it appears Ethan Halsey. Halsey's in the 2 spot. Jesse Becker says, I don't care who's in the second spot. It doesn't matter because I'm leaving you losers. We got 19 laps to go. Who's going to keep up with Jesse Becker there? Who's got the balls to ride the wall like Jesse Becker? He is right up against it, folks. You racers out there listening to the broadcast, you need to move up the track because Jesse Becker's doing it. And he's bad fast. Right now our standings looking like Jesse Becker, Ethan Halsey, and Brian Samara. Let's go up in the sky here. Take a look at our racers. Is Mark Tremblay your race leader or is he a lap down, folks? I think he's your race leader. We're going to see at the line. We're going to confirm. The timing shows Jesse Becker first, but hang on. Folks, crossing the line. Nope, Tremblay was a lap down. Yep, he was a lap down. Now he's going to get his lap back since he's your leader with 1 to go. Or not your leader, but he's ahead of the leaders. So the Bad Fast 165 Canadian Speed Machine. Mark Tremblay circling the track, going to get his lap back. Unfortunately, he couldn't go in for tires, but you got to do what you can do. That's what he had to do to get that lap back, and he's going to hope for another caution. So we're going to switch back over to our leader. And, of course, bump and run Jesse Becker chooses the high line. Of course he does, folks, because he's riding the wall. Why wouldn't you choose the high line? But don't look now. We got the BCI team in the second row. Aaron Poplin worked his way up to 4th on that stop. And how about the Bad Fast 52 car, Bobby Hadaway, sitting in the 6th position right now. Actually, yep. Frank Warner in the 5th position, followed by Hadaway. So we're going to have, how many laps we got left? I don't know. We probably got about 16, 17 to go when we go green. We'll find out shortly here. Bump and run Jesse Becker's going to take us to the green flag here shortly. His teammate Ethan Halsey and his car owner on his inside. We're going to go on board in the Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view with Bump and Run Jesse Becker, your race leader. You know what? I think the right rear suspension cam is actually going to be the way to go. Yeah, we're going to watch Jesse Becker take this green from the back here. We're going to watch these cars, see if they can get a good start. So Becker, he's waiting. The green flag's out. Becker takes off. Poplin can't hang. Jesse Becker says, later, losers. I am leaving. Halsey can't hang. Jesse Becker's got a cheater motor, folks. Look at him just run away with it. He's already out front big time. Bump and run Jesse Becker. I can't wait until he gets to the tech shack, folks, because he's cheating. I hope he passes tech. I don't think he will. There's no way. Jesse Becker checking out. We're going to watch this race for a second. Ethan Halsey hanging on, followed by Brian Samara and BCI teammate Aaron Poplin. We're just going to drop back to the second spot here because watching Jesse Becker isn't going to help us out any. He's just too far ahead. Ethan Halsey with the 53 car going to the inside. Brian Samara. Can Samara get a run? He's looking for a run here, folks. He's in the draft of Halsey. He's right up on him. He's going to go up high. Then he's going to drop low here. Yes, he does. To the inside. Has he got enough momentum? No, he doesn't. He is going to have to move back up the track. Try that again. Actually, he gets more momentum coming out than I expected. But he still has to fall in line. Hunter Terpstra almost lost it again there. Sitting in the 5th position. Frank Warner looking for some momentum, though. He needs to get back up. Oh, and it looks like bump and run. Jesse Becker gets into the wall. We're going to go back up front here. Hopefully Becker's car is okay. Let's check that right front suspension cam. Or, I'm sorry, right rear suspension cam. Yeah, it's hard to tell, folks. Hard to tell how much damage he's got. He's looking good right now. I don't think he got into it too hard. And he's right up against it again, folks. He is not scared. He will run that wall into the ground. Bump and run Jesse Becker. Right now sitting at about a 1.4 second lead, and it is increasing, folks. Up to 1.7 seconds. Your second place cars are side by side right now. They're going to have Becker check out even more. We're going to watch that race for second. Sorry about that. And it looks like the 53 car, your points leader, Brian Samara, has overcome Halsey. Halsey with a run, though. Ooh, I thought he was gonna run into Samara there for a second. Halsey to the inside. He's gonna burn some tires up, but why not? There's 14 laps to go, bud. Turn and burn them. Halsey's gonna try to move up the track. He needs to follow his teammate's line of Jesse Becker. I tell you what, Ethan, you need to move up, ride that wall like Jesse's doing. Look at the sizable lead. Jesse Becker about 2.2 seconds ahead. These guys got nothing for him, folks. They got nothing for him. He's got it figured out. He knows something that we don't. We're going to switch back here. Let's switch over around here. Halsey to the inside. Does Halsey have the momentum to overcome Samara for the second position? I don't think he's going to be able to get the job done. Nope. He's going to fall back in the line. Try and get another run from that outside line. Aaron Poplin just a little bit behind these two. Poplin sitting in the 4th spot. Let's switch over here to the 9 car, Frank Warner. Frank Warner's running them down. How about Frank? One of the faster cars on the track. See if he can get something done here. Definitely a possibility for Frank to work his way up to second. He can lock that car in, you know. I mean, I don't think he can run down Jesse from back here, but I think he's got a faster car than Poplin. And we'll see what he can do with Halsey and Samara. Halsey's still looking for that second position, trying to find anything he can find down low. Just no luck, though. It's just tough to pass down there. I mean, it's a top dominant track right now. You have to get a great momentum run here to get the pass on the inside. And speaking of which, it looks like the 9 car, Franklin Steadyhand Warner. He's going to go to the inside. I think he's got the job done here, maybe. To the inside. Can he clear Poplin? I don't know, folks. Poplin's going to get a run coming out. No, he won't. Frank Warner. Frank Warner's going to get beside Halsey there. Great run on the inside. The inside line might have something to give. Unfortunately, though, he was not able to clear Poplin yet. He's stuck on that inside. Is it going to be enough? He should have had the pass on Poplin, but with Halsey there, he just couldn't get up above him. There's a little bit of room there. To the inside for the 3rd position. Warner's trying to beat out his car owner. Can he get the job done? Halsey. Frank Warner. He's got second place speed right now, folks. He's definitely got second place speed. Running that low line. Making it work. It's sticking. Frank Warner, we're going to hop on board here. See what he's doing that the other drivers aren't. And look at Jesse Becker's lead up there. He's way up there. Frank Warner sitting in the 3rd spot right now. He's ahead of Halsey. Trying to work on Samara. If only Frank could get to the top of the track to get a momentum run going in. Warner almost loses it, but saves it. Probably going to lose the 3rd position to Halsey. No, he won't. Not yet. Warner is burning those tires up, though, down there, I think. He is sliding out there. Throw a slider, Frank. Here comes a slider. Oh, is that the yellow flag? No, it's not. Never mind. Thought I saw the yellow light there on. We're still green. We're good to go. Halsey's hanging strong, though. Halsey's still in the 3rd position. Frank Warner just can't get off the bottom right now. Man, it really looks like that yellow light's on. They really need to fix that on this track. It looks like a yellow light right there, folks. And Frank Warner finally can get to the top of the track, but he's going to lose that position. And he burnt quite a bit of his tires up doing it. See if he can get another run here. On his car owner, Ethan Halsey, Team EFR. Mara in the 2nd spot, followed by Halsey, Warner. Top 3, all pretty close right here. Can Frank Warner figure out the top of this track here? He's going to get a run here on Halsey. Is he going to go back inside? Kind of. He's going to run the middle. Samara's going to try that low line out. Boy, that thing is sideways. Look how sideways he gets. He definitely gained some momentum there coming off. I think he's going to get by Halsey again. The only thing, he needs to get by Halsey and clear him. Get back up to that high side in the straightaway. That way he doesn't have to go into the corner from the bottom. We're going to swap over here. And he's going to clear him here. Frank Warner finally clears Ethan Halsey. Takes the third position over. Frank Warner could use a caution. And honestly, if there's another caution, he might want to go get some tires. Because Jesse Becker, he's checking out. Jesse Becker's about a 2.2 second lead right now. Samara's kind of reeling him in just a little bit, but not much. We're going to scoot back in the field a little bit. We're going to hop on board with the 5 car. Taylor Litzenberger. Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. Litzenberger right now sitting in the, I believe he's in the 7th position, I want to say. Making clean laps around. Zooming back out. There's the Mountain Dew 5 car. Let's see what the Bad Fast 165 car, Mark Tremblay from Canada, is doing. Here's Tremblay. Tremblay worked his way back to the lead lap. Running on old tires. But he's making her work. How about we get an eye on the 34 car of Curran. Curran making his league debut here. Brand new to the series. Brand new to iRacing, actually. He's a few laps down. Had an unfortunate wreck. But, you know, it happens. He's making clean laps, though, you know. A lot of guys, they come out here and they wreck the field when they start. And he gets into the wall again. But that's all right. At least he's wrecking himself. He's not wrecking others. We're going to check back up front here. Here's Ethan Halsey. He's losing some ground there on Warner. Warner's trying to work on Samara for that second spot. Right now, Jesse Becker is about... okay, he's about 2.5 seconds losing some speed right now, it looks like. Okay, never mind. It's back. All right, Jesse Becker right now about a 2.8 second lead, give or take. But going to the inside is the 9 car, Frank Warner. Warner's getting a run. Looks to have enough momentum to get the job done on Samara. Warner to the inside. Samara moves down the track a little bit, trying to slow the momentum of the 9 car. It looks like it's going to briefly work. Can Warner get a run coming out of the corner? Warner on the inside and doesn't have the job done yet. Samara's got him at the line. Warner's going to have to fall back in line here. Going to have to try it again. You know, smart move there. Samara moved down the track a little bit. Kind of killed some of the momentum of the 9 car. If he'd have been running the wall, the 9 car would have had a lot of room to move up the track and take off going in the straightaway. Just a clean move right there by Brian Samara to slow the momentum down, and it worked. Hangs on in the 2nd position. But Frank Warner's not done. He's going to try and figure it out again. See if he can get some momentum figured out. Let's hop on board with our points leader, Brian Samara. The Hutchinson Motorsports cockpit view. I think Samara knows, you know, he's got no chance to run down Becker. He really just wants to hang on to that 2nd spot and just hope a caution comes out. Maybe he'll have a shot at it. But in the meantime, he just needs to worry about 1 car, and that's the 9 car, Franklin Warner. Samara's running that high side right now. Getting a little bit sideways there. And the 9 car blows by him, says, "Later, loser. Don't know how you're the points leader." The 9 car overcoming 2nd briefly, but Samara's got a run on the outside. Samara going to take it back? I don't think so. I think the 9's going to clear him. And he does. Team EFR sitting in spots 1 and 2. Can Samara figure out how to get back by the 9 car of Franklin Warner? Franklin Warner's had a very eventful day. He was a race leader for a bit, dropped all the way back to 7th or 8th, worked his way back through the field. He's here in the 2nd spot. We got 2 laps to go, folks. Samara better figure it out quick, because we're coming to the white flag here shortly. Our field's pretty gapped out here. There's really no competition for anybody right now. Everybody's single file. Samara is behind about a half second there on Warner. Coming to the white flag, folks. One to go, white flag waving. Samara sitting in the third spot. Frank Warner's kind of checking out. Samara might just have to take that third spot. Can't complain. He had a stage win. Sitting in a podium spot right now. Not a bad day for Samara. But it's not over yet. We still got a couple corners to go, even though it looks like Frank Warner's checking out. So we're going to switch over here. There's Jesse Becker. There's Frank Warner. Brian Samara. Jesse Becker coming out of 4. He's going to take home the win here, folks. Checking out. He's got a 2-second lead. Coming to the checkered flag waving. Harrod Auto Club Speedway in Fontana. Your winner, bump and run, Jesse Becker. Looked like a total joker earlier, but he checks out. Totally smokes the field. What a win for Jesse Becker. Big win. Let's switch over to our standings view here so you can kind of check how our racers did. And we're going to go ahead and pull up some of these guys. So we're going to start with our third place finisher, Brian Samara. Let's pull him up. And he's your points leader. Brian, Blake up in the booth. You got me? Brian, is Blake in the booth? You hear me? Uh-oh. Looks like Brian is having some technical difficulties, folks. We're going to try Brian again. Brian, if you do hear me and you're having issues, move to the waiting room for me. I'm going to move you back in the meantime. So we're going to get back to Brian Samara, see if we can figure out what his problems are. Next, we're going to pull up our second place finisher, Franklin Warner. Frank, is Blake up in the booth? You got me?
Blake, how we doing, buddy?
Man, how about that run? You know, you dropped back there in the field a little bit. We were kind of worried, but you worked your way back up and got a solid second place finish. How's it feel?
Oh, it feels great. That second run there, I was just trying to save some tires. I think I saved a little bit too much. Dropped too far back, and then had some good battles there. Yeah, I think if I had a few more laps, I could have ran Jesse down.
Yeah, you were definitely reeling them in there surprisingly at the end, but just ran out of time, unfortunately. You know, if there had been a caution, you would have had a real shot at a win.
Oh, yeah. I don't think I needed a caution. I just needed probably another 5 more laps. I think I would have had him. But, you know, EFR did a great job. You know, I think everybody for Ethan and EFR for giving me a fast car tonight. Just put her on the pole, and, you know, we won the first stage. She was definitely fast.
Yep. Well, great job out there. You know, before you go, you got any shout-outs other than your teammates?
Oh, yeah, I want to thank Krenzer for Marine for, you know, letting me put them on the car. And, you know, shout out to Taylor for everything he does for 5150. Shout out to you, Blake. You do a great job up there in the booth. And to everyone who's part of 5150. It's a great group of guys to race with, and I'm happy to be here.
All right, well, there he is, your second place finisher, Frank Warner. Ran a great race today. Good job, Frank, and good luck rest of the year.
Thanks, Blake. Take care.
There he was. And next up, it's going to be your race winner, folks. Fan favorite, bump and run, Jesse Becker. Jesse, is Blake up in the booth? You got me?
Yes, sir. Let's go.
Man, what did you have in that car tonight? You just totally annihilated the field there.
I told myself as soon as I ended up starting up front, I was just going to do my best to just keep driving it hard and hope that nobody could catch me at the end.
Well, you know, is that high side really that fast here? Because it seemed like you were definitely the highest up on the track.
You get so much momentum coming out of the corners that, you know, it's just, you get so much speed on the straightaways that it just makes it worth it. It's my preferred line on any track that it's, you know, usable. So I just like to stick to it.
You know, yep. And I also noticed that there over at Chicagoland, you also like that high side. So, yeah, it definitely seems like any of these tracks where that high side comes in, you're definitely a man not to mess with.
Hey, if it works, I like to use it, at least like to try it.
Yeah, and you know, so the stage finish, you got second, right?
Actually, Brian was across the line ahead of me, so I ended up third to him.
Okay.
It was very close. I think he said 0.07 of a second or something like that.
Okay, I got you. All right, so a third place finish in the stage and a big win, you know, so the points, that should help you out a little bit. Not sure how far behind you were of Brian, but that should definitely help you a little.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm excited this battle me and him are having. We both keep going back and forth with good races, and it's going to be interesting how it turns out at the end of the year.
I agree. And we only got what two races left, I believe.
Brother, I have no clue. I just show up and drive the car.
Well, I mean, I can't blame you there, and it seems to be working for you. And also our fans want to say that was a hell of a burnout you put on for them. They definitely appreciate it.
I mean, I blew it up, so I hope it was a good
Oh,
show. So,
well, I mean, I'm sure Ethan's happy you won, but I bet there's a bit of him that's not going to be happy about having to burn through another motor.
I mean, we might have to cut budgets somewhere, but we'll make it happen.
All right, Jesse. Well, you got any shout outs before you head out?
Shout out everybody at EFR, Hutchinson Motorsports, Taylor. Want to congratulate him. We told him we wanted to see him, finish a race, not quit out early and, do the race control. And he actually finished the race and he finished with 0x. So congrats to him on that. So
right.
Shout out to him, shout out to you for broadcasting, and shout out to my wife for letting me race.
All right. Well, that's Jesse. And Jesse, it was actually a pretty clean race throughout the whole field. We didn't really have any issues.
Yeah, it was awesome. It was a really good race.
All right. Well, great job out there tonight, Jesse, and good luck for this points battle you're going to finish out the year with.
Thank you, sir.
Bump and run, Jesse Becker. You're a race winner. Now we're going to try and pull up Brian Samara one more time. We're going to see if he's figured out his technical difficulties. Brian, Blake up in the booth. You got me this time?
You got me now?
All right, we got you. All right, well, third place finish, and you got second in stage one. So, I mean, pretty solid day for you. How's it feel?
Yeah, it's a decent points night here. At least we managed to keep Jesse off the pole for once. So, traditional second place start. So we'll see how that goes as far as the points are looking.
Yeah, now, and there's been rumors about JT Tinker. We see he is here at the track today, but just didn't make it back out on the track. And we're all wondering, when's he gonna make it back?
Well, it looks like we might have some good news on that front. We'll see how things start looking up. Hopefully, he'll be here maybe for Homestead. It's looking like potentially. So, if not Homestead, definitely Daytona.
All right, so I believe there's two races left. Is that right?
Yeah, we've got. I believe next week is Atlanta, and then we'll be at Homestead.
All right, and that's the conclusion of our off-season points, right?
Yeah, that'll be the end of this league, and then we'll go head first into our next gen series.
Yep, and the next gen series is looking big. For our viewers at home, the Q&J show will be broadcasting our premiere series, the next gen series. That's going to start on what date's that?
I believe that race should end up being probably the 21st of February.
All right, February 21st. We're going to kick it off at Daytona, just like real life, on the Q&J show. We'll give you links and stuff for you to watch. But again, we got Brian Samara in here, Team BCI. He's our points leader. How's it? So before you go, you got any shout outs?
I want to shout out Steve Park one more time, just because of this awesome paint scheme.
All right. Well, does he have a paint shop or something?
Steve Park?
Yeah.
Nah, man. He used to drive the Pennzoil car back in the day.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay. Yep. You're right. That was what, back in the early 2000s?
This paint scheme is actually from 99, way back
99.
in the day.
Okay. All right. 99. Well, we appreciate you coming up here, Brian. Good run today. Wasn't perfect, but could have been a lot worse. So
yeah, I'll take a decent finish.
So good luck rest of the year. You got a 2-week blowout there with Jesse Becker. It should be a good one for the points race.
Yeah, hopefully it comes down right to the end. Hopefully we can make it a good race.
All right. Well, thanks again.
Thank you too.
There was Brian Samara, still your points leader, I believe. I think he's going to hold off Jesse, even with Jesse's big win tonight, since Brian did snag the stage win. But that should conclude our broadcast here at Auto Club Speedway in Fontana, California. Hope the show was good. And if not, next time might be better. We had some technical difficulties. We worked through it. Same time, same place next week. For Hutchinson Motorsports, I'm Blake Hutchinson. Till next time.